The obstacle to action moves the action forward. What stands in your way becomes your way. Imagine that you have planned your day down to the smallest detail. From the minute you wake up to the minute you go to bed, everything is in place for a productive and fulfilling day. But out of nowhere, life has a hard blow in store for you. It could be a sudden work emergency, a family member who needs immediate attention, or even an unexpected weather change that disrupts your plans. Suddenly, your ideal schedule is turned upside down and you feel disoriented and frustrated. Sound familiar? It's a scenario we've all faced at some point, which highlights a universal truth. No matter how carefully we plan, unpredictability is a natural part of life. This brings us to the ancient philosophy of Stoicism, a beacon of wisdom that has guided individuals throughout the ages on how to navigate the stormy seas of existence. Stoicism is not just a set of beliefs. It's a practical toolkit for managing life's uncertainties and challenges. Basically, Stoicism teaches us the importance of focusing on what we can control and letting go of what we cannot. It reminds us that even though we have no power over the events that happen to us, we have the greatest control over how we respond to it. But why is this ancient philosophy so relevant today? Our modern lives are filled with routines and schedules designed to maximize efficiency and productivity. Yet, these routines are inherently fragile, easily disrupted by the unpredictability inherent in life. Stoicism offers a refreshing perspective. Instead of clinging to the fragile structures of our routines, it teaches us to cultivate a mindset of flexibility, resilience, and acceptance. Join me on this journey into the heart of Stoicism, and let's discover the tools to not only survive, but to truly thrive in the magnificent, unpredictable adventure of life. Number 1, get up early. Imagine starting each day unhurried, disoriented by the sound of an alarm after a night of scrolling social media or binge-watching a series, but rather rising with the sun and greeting the day with intention and purpose. This was the Stoic way, a practice deeply rooted in the philosophy of maximizing the day's potential from the very beginning. Marcus Aurelius often reflected on the importance of putting aside the warm comfort of the bed, not as an act of self-sacrifice, but as a deliberate choice to fully engage with the world and our duties within it. Getting up early is more than just an act. It's a symbolic gesture of taking control, of setting the tone for the day to come. It's about embracing the calm of the morning, a time when the world has not yet awakened all its clamor, offering a few precious moments of peace and solitude. In these moments, the mind is clearer, freed from the worries of the day or the distractions that will inevitably arise. It is a time for reflection, planning, and, perhaps most importantly, defining intentions. The Stoics understood that every day is a gift, an opportunity to live according to our virtues and progress towards our goals. By rising early, we affirm our commitment to these ideals. We take ownership of our time by choosing to invest it in activities that nourish the soul and sharpen the mind, rather than wasting it in the comfort of sleep. This is not to say that rest is not important. He is deeply. But the Stoic practice of rising with the sun reminds us of the necessary balance between rest and activity, between comfort and growth. In the words of Marcus Aurelius, it reminds us that our time on this earth is limited, that each day should not be taken for granted, but should be lived fully with vigor and determination. Getting up early isn't just about seizing the day. It's about respecting the finite nature of our lives, recognize that each morning brings us a little closer to our end, and that every moment is therefore precious. It is a practice that teaches us discipline, yes, but also gratitude, humility, and the profound beauty of being alive. Second, the newspaper. Journaling, a simple but profoundly transformative practice. was a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy deeply woven into the fabric of their daily lives. Perhaps the most famous example of this is the Meditations of Marcus Aurelius, a personal document that provides a window into the mind of a Roman emperor as he sought to manage his responsibilities and personal growth with Stoic principles. But what does it mean for us today in a world very different from that of ancient Rome, adopting this practice? Why did the Stoics hold the newspaper in such high esteem? And how can it serve as ink in the stormy seas of modern life? At its core, journaling is a form of dialogue with oneself. It is a reflective practice that allows us to distill our thoughts, our emotions, and intentions on paper. By articulating what often remains unexamined in the recesses of our minds, we gain clarity and insight. This clarity is not only about understanding our thoughts, but also about seeing through them, recognizing our biases, our fears, and our aspirations for what they truly are. Marcus Aurelius did not use his diary for posterity, but as a tool for introspection and personal improvement. His writings reveal a man deeply committed to living according to virtue, to fulfilling his duties with integrity, compassion, and resilience. But journaling is more than just a tool for personal clarity. It serves as a Stoic anchoring mechanism, grounding us in our values and principles. In the act of writing, we remember who we strive to be, the ideals we wish to embody. This daily ritual becomes a space of personal responsibility where we can reflect on our actions and decisions. By evaluating them against the Stoic virtues of wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance, it is a practice that not only encourages us to live with intention, but also to continually refine our understanding of what it means to live a good life. Additionally, journaling provides sanctuary, a moment of calm in our otherwise hectic lives. It offers us the opportunity to step back from the immediate demands and distractions of the day and reconnect with our deeper selves. In these moments of reflection, we can cultivate an inner peace and resilience that sustains us in the face of life's challenges. We can cultivate an inner peace and resilience that supports us in the face of life's challenges. We learn to navigate the complexities of life with Stoic calm, recognizing that while we cannot control the world around us, we have absolute power over our reactions to it. 3. Take a walk every day. Within the quiet act of walking is a simple but profound practice that is deeply cherished. 3rd, take a walk every day. Within the quiet act of walking lies a simple but profound practice deeply cherished by the Stoics, including Seneca, which builds physical and mental clarity, creating a space where one can simultaneously interact with the outside world and traverse the landscape of one's own thoughts. Stoic walking is an exercise in mindfulness and reflection. It is an opportunity to step away from the confines of our usual environments and routines to immerse ourselves in the natural world and connect to the beauty and impermanence of life. When we walk, our minds, often preoccupied with the past and future, are gently brought back to the present moment. It is not just a physical shift, but a mental and spiritual journey toward inner peace and clarity. But the value of walking extends beyond the individual. It serves as a Stoic grounding practice, a way to ground ourselves in the present and reflect on our place in the larger tapestry of life, our place in the greater tapestry of life. Walking allows us to observe the world around us, to see ourselves as part of a greater whole, and to contemplate our connection with others and nature. Stoic principles of interconnection and the importance of live in harmony with the world. Additionally, walking is a practice of simplicity and humility. At a time when the pace of life seems to be constantly accelerating, choosing to walk is a declaration of resistance against the incessant race, a recovery of time and attention. She embodies the Stoic virtues of self-sufficiency and resilience. Number 4, Read daily. The Stoic commitment to lifelong learning is not just a philosophical ideal, but a practical guide to living a rich and resilient life. This commitment finds one of its clearest expressions in the practice of daily reading, by engaging with a variety of texts. From the ancient Stoic writings of Marcus Aurelius and Seneca to contemporary works from different disciplines, we expose ourselves to a multitude of ideas and perspectives. It is not simply a matter of accumulating knowledge for its own sake, but to challenge and expand our understanding of the world, ourselves, and of the place we occupy there. Daily reading serves as a Stoic grounding practice in multiple ways. First, it continually exposes us to the wisdom of those who have navigated the complexities of human existence before us. The Stoics themselves were voracious readers and thinkers, drawing on the works of their predecessors and contemporaries to refine their philosophy. By reading, we engage in dialogue across time, learning from the experiences and reflections of others. This dialogue not only broadens our horizons, but also deepens our connection with human experience, reminding us that the challenges we face today are echoes of those we have faced throughout history. As we discover new ideas and perspectives, we are forced to examine our beliefs and assumptions in order to question and clarify our values. This process of reflection and examination is at the heart of Stoic practice. It strengthens our capacity for critical thinking, empathy, and adaptability, essential qualities for navigating life's uncertainties with grace and wisdom. But the benefits of reading go beyond personal growth. In the Stoic vision, the quest for wisdom is not an end in itself, but a means to living a virtuous and meaningful life. By expanding our understanding and cultivating our minds, we are better equipped to contribute positively to the lives of others and the world at large. Reading, in this sense, is a form of preparation, a way of arming oneself with the necessary knowledge and insight to act with integrity and compassion. Fifth, look for challenges in life. What we often perceive as obstacles or adversities are actually opportunities in valuable growth and character building. This perspective challenges the natural human tendency to seek comfort, ease, and a life free from difficulty. Scientists, including figures like Seneca and Marcus Aurelius, argue that it is precisely by facing challenges head-on and stepping out of our comfort zones that we can truly forge a resilient and robust self. The act of deliberately seeking challenges is not about masochism or unnecessary difficulty, but about recognizing the inherent value in adversity. It's about understanding that life's most powerful lessons and growth, the deepest, often comes from our struggles and how we respond to them. This Stoic practice encourages us not to run away from difficulties, but to embrace them. Consider as opportunities to test and develop our virtues such as courage, perseverance, and adaptability. Opportunities to test and develop our virtues such as courage, perseverance, and adaptability. Additionally, this approach serves as a Stoic grounding practice, grounding us in reality of our existence. Life, by its very nature, is strewn with pitfalls and uncertainties. By actively seeking out these challenges, we prepare ourselves for the inevitable adversities that life throws our way. This proactive attitude not only strengthens our resilience, but also decreases the fear and anxiety that often accompany the unknown. It teaches us that we have the strength and ability to face whatever comes our way, reinforcing the Stoic belief in our ability to control our reactions and even circumstances. But beyond personal growth and resilience, seeking challenges also cultivates a sense of humility and compassion. It reminds us of our common humanity, the difficulties we all face, and our ability to overcome them. It connects us to others, fostering a sense of solidarity and empathy, as we recognize that everyone is fighting their own battles, often harder than we think. In the modern context, seeking challenges can take many forms. In the modern context, seeking challenges can take many forms. Whether it's completing difficult projects at work, engaging in rigorous physical training, learning new skills, or even engaging in enriching conversations that challenge our perspectives and beliefs. Number 6, do the hard thing first. William Stafford's advice, do what is difficult first, aligns perfectly with the Stoic ethic of facing life's challenges head-on. This principle encourages us to tackle the most daunting tasks at the start of our day, a practice that not only prepares us for productivity, but which deeply instills in us the virtues of courage and perseverance. It is a strategy that transforms our approach to daily life, pushing us beyond the boundaries of comfort and convenience into the realm of growth and resilience. In the cool, quiet hours of the morning, when the world has not yet fully awakened, lies the perfect opportunity to tackle our most difficult tasks. This practice does more than offer a pragmatic approach to managing our workload. It serves as a daily reaffirmation of our commitment to personal excellence and self-improvement. By choosing to face our biggest obstacles first, we not only harness our freshest mental energy, but we also set a powerful tone for the day. Not only do we harness our freshest mental energy, but we also set the powerful tone for the day. Every morning becomes a personal victory, a testimony to our ability to face and overcome adversity. This Stoic grounding in the practice of doing the hard things first also cultivates a deep habit of courage. Courage in the Stoic sense is not just about bravado or fearlessness in the face of danger. It is the determination to act correctly and virtuously despite fear or difficulties. Every time we prioritize our most important tasks difficult, we strengthen this virtue, thus constituting a reservoir of inner strength in which we can draw from in all areas of life. Additionally, perseverance, another essential Stoic virtue, is honed through this practice. The habit of tackling the most daunting aspects of our work or personal projects early in the day teaches us the value of perseverance and hard work. It demonstrates time and time again that obstacles are surmountable and that our capacity to endure and overcome challenges is greater than we often think. But perhaps one of the most beautiful aspects of adopting this Stoic principle is the momentum it generates. Starting the day with a significant achievement creates a ripple effect, inspiring new actions and success. It's a momentum that drives us forward, transforming not only how we approach our day, but also how we view ourselves and our capabilities. Number 7, focus and work deeply every day. In our age marked by the constant buzz of notifications, the lure of endless scrolling, and the seduction of multitasking, the Stoic call to focus and engage in deep work every day becomes not only relevant, but essential. Deep work, as conceptualized by modern thought, aligns perfectly with Stoic principles. It refers to the practice of immersing oneself in cognitively demanding tasks, creating time and space to create, contemplate, and contribute in a way that is not only productive but deeply fulfilling. This form of work requires discipline, a fundamental Stoic virtue that is less about self-deprecation than about choosing or directing our energies in the pursuit of excellence and personal growth. To engage in deep work is to embody the Stoic commitment to his job, whatever it may be. It is a practice that challenges us to rise above the distractions and trivialities that often dominate our days, inspiring us to focus on what really matters. This does not mean that we should all aspire to write philosophical treatises, or to resolve the major problems of our time. Rather, it suggests that whatever our work, we approach it with all our attention and depth of our abilities, cultivating a sense of purpose and mastery in our efforts. Additionally, devoting time to deep work each day serves as a grounding practice. Stoic Devoting time to deep work each day serves as a Stoic grounding practice. It grounds us in the present by focusing our minds not on the endless stream of information and entertainment that characterizes modern life, but on the task at hand. This focus brings clarity not only to the work we do, but also to our values, our goals, and the kind of life we want to lead. It becomes a form of meditation, a daily ritual that centers us and reconnects us to our inner self. But perhaps more importantly, the practice of deep work strengthens the Stoic teaching that our time is our most precious resource. Reinforces the Stoic teaching that our time is our most precious resource. By choosing to focus, shut out distractions, and fully engage in our work, we affirm the value of our time and our ability to shape our lives. We exercise our free will, affirming our ability to choose what merits our attention and effort. Number 8. Find calm. In the whirlwind of modern existence, where the demands of work, relationships, and society often leave us no room to breathe, find moments calm emerges as a crucial but often overlooked aspect of a balanced life. Finding quiet time appears to be a crucial but often overlooked aspect of a balanced life. The Stoics deeply understood the value of calm. Seneca advocated silent reflection as a way to delve into deeper engagement with herself, providing a sanctuary for the soul where peace and clarity flourish. According to Stoic thought, calm is the fertile ground from which self-awareness and wisdom develop. It is in these quiet moments that we can listen to the whispers of our inner voice, face our fears, and reflect on our aspirations without the noise that constantly surrounds us. This introspection allows us to connect to our heart, to the essence of who we are beyond the roles we play and the masks we wear. It is a return to our authentic self, stripped of all pretense and posturing, where we can find a sense of peace amidst the chaos of everyday life. Additionally, calm gives us perspective that is often lost in the hustle and bustle of daily activities. From this vantage point of quiet reflection, we gain insight into the nature of our desires, the triggers of our frustrations, and the roots of our joys. It allows us to see our lives with more clarity, to recognize what really matters, and to discern the difference between what is within our control and what lies beyond. The difference between what is within our control and what lies beyond. This understanding is fundamental to the Stoic approach to life, allowing us to focus our energies wisely and live in harmony with the flow of existence. Finding calm in the modern world can seem like an insurmountable challenge. However, it is within these very constraints that Stoic practice becomes the most valuable. This does not require retreating to a remote mountaintop or to spend hours in meditation. Calm can be found in the brief moments we let tune in throughout the day. Early in the morning before the start of the day, in the calm of the night when the world is sleeping, or even in the moments when we stop to take a deep breath in the middle of a busy schedule. It's about creating a space for ourselves where we can retreat within ourselves to recharge and realign with our values and goals. Number 9, do good to feel good. Do good to feel good. The Stoics taught that doing good to others is not only a noble act, but a fundamental part of true personal fulfillment. This principle transcends the simple act of kindness. It is about aligning our actions with the core Stoic virtues of wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance, thereby enriching not only the lives of those around us, but also our own. The idea that doing good is feeling good encapsulates the Stoic belief in the intrinsic value of a virtuous life. This suggests that our own happiness is deeply linked to our actions towards others. When we come together to do good, when we show kindness, when we act generously without expecting a return. We not only benefit the recipient of our actions, we also cultivate an inner landscape of peace, contentment, and joy. It is not a happiness derived from external accolades or material success, but a deeper, lasting sense of fulfillment that comes from living in accordance with our highest values. Additionally, acts of kindness and generosity serve as a stoic anchor in the stormy sea of life. They anchor us in the present, reminding us of our capacity to do good and our power to make a positive impact, no matter how small. Capacity to do good and our power to make a positive impact, no matter how small. In a world that often emphasizes self-interest and competition, choosing to do good is a reaffirmation of our common humanity and our commitment to creating a more just and compassionate society. But beyond the ethical implications, acts of kindness have been shown to have tangible benefits on our mental and emotional well-being. They promote a sense of connection and belonging, combat feelings of isolation, and contribute to a positive self-image. In giving to others, we often find ourselves receiving, whether in the form of gratitude, a sense of community, or the simple joy that comes from brightening someone else's day a little. Number 10. Face your mortality. Memento mori, the Latin phrase meaning you must die, is a poignant reminder of the Stoic tradition about the impermanence of life. This practice is far from being morbid, encourages a deep appreciation of the present moment, and encourages us to think that every second, every breath is finite and incredibly precious, and therefore should not be wasted on futility or on activities that stray from our core values and virtues. By adopting memento mori, we anchor ourselves deeply in the Stoic quest for a meaningful existence. It is a practice that brings clarity by eliminating the superfluous and highlighting what really matters. In the face of mortality, petty grievances and superficial desires lose their grip, which allows us to focus on the cultivation of virtue, the enrichment of our relationships, and our positive contribution to the world around us. Additionally, contemplating our mortality promotes resilience and courage. Recognizing that our time is limited allows us to face our fears, to take calculated risks, and face life's challenges with a sense of urgency and determination. It reminds us that failure, rejection, and setbacks are simply part of the human experience, that they are transient and that we should not fear them. This Stoic meditation also deepens our ability to feel gratitude and joy. By recognizing nature's ephemeral part of life, we learn to cherish the beauty of everyday moments, to savor the connections we have with others, and to find satisfaction in the simple fact of being alive. Memento mori encourages us not to delay happiness or put off our dreams, but to live fully in the here. Let us cherish every breath, every challenge, and every joy, shaping a life full of purpose and meaning. If this exploration of Stoic practices has lit a flame within you, I invite you to watch one of the suggested videos on the screen. Dive deeper, live more fully, and join us again as we continue to discover the enduring truths that guide us through life's journey. Thank you for being part of the community.